Happy Finish Friday, everybody. I don't know if you caught me this morning. If you follow me on our sister company, A Maker Studio, you should. It'll be a lot of fun. It's where we craft and we do a lot of projects. And I took you into a bedroom upstairs that we're redoing. And I took it from kind of a blue and pink theme to more of a natural taupes, creams, browns, with a little bit of yellow and green. So we're pulling out the carpet, we're redoing those walls, and I had a dilemma. One, I love the lamps in that room. I got them at a garage sale for, actually, no wait, it wasn't a garage sale, it was a porch pickup. I got them at a porch pickup, and they were like $10 for the pair. I love the shape of them, I love the shades, I love everything about them. And they're still very utilitarian for me in that room, but the color isn't going to work. So instead of getting rid of them, what am I going to do? I am going to lacquer them. So I want to talk to you a little bit about lacquering. Gene is joining me. He's actually getting the fan set up in here because we want to make sure that doing the lacquer in the studio doesn't just kind of sit here. That way it will move the air around, because as a rule, I want you to be able to be lacquering outdoors. So if you pop on, please tell us where you're coming from. Send us some love and send us some hearts, and we will be answering the questions later for you. So I want to first talk to you a little bit about the difference between the lacquering and actually one step if you do want to paint lamps and lampshades. So I'm going to turn this around. So you see, look at Gene. He's working. He's working away. Gene's all about the details, as far as he's making sure that my cord is covered up with paper. And the lamp that I'm going to be lacquering has this cute little acrylic base on it. So we're weird, aren't we? We have Amy Howard tape. So he's using our tape and taping that off because
we don't want to paint the acrylic.
We don't want to paint the acrylic. So, but I wanted you to see this lamp. See how adorable it is? If you go back, you'll see the room that we had it in at the house. And it's got a metal finial on there as well. We're going to be lacquering this too. So I'm going to go on and remove this lacquer, this finial, which love the detail of it. And again, if, hey Lisa, good morning. Hey Catherine, hey Luann. Hey everybody, happy Friday. So I love this white. This is gonna work. So I'm gonna go on and take the shade off because we're gonna actually keep that in the room. And you can go over to A Maker Studio and you'll see the room that I took this out of. So when I originally bought these lamps, I got them for $10, the pair. They were porch pickup, and they were a orange color. But I love the shape. So pink doesn't work anymore. So instead of getting rid of them, I'm gonna make them brown. And so I want to talk about this real quick. So people will ask me from time to time, Amy, can I use the one step on ceramic? The answer is yes. Can you use it on a glossy baked finish? The answer is yes, if you want. Now, the only thing, here's the difference. The one step paint is a matte finish. It's going to go on matte, and you don't have to seal it if you don't want to. We always talk about cleaning it first. This is the product that we're going to be using. This is our chocolate mousse lacquer. This is a nitrocellulose lacquer. It's a very high sheen finish. It's totally different. Gene will talk about that just a little bit more. It's totally different than working with a matte chalk-based paint. But the cool thing about it is this also allows you to be able to use this on wood furniture. You can use it on glass. You can use it on lacquer. It's a totally different look than the one step. So I wanted to just show you, as a rule, when I'm working with the lacquers, I do like putting a top coat on it. Now when you're working on ceramic, and Gene's going to probably do a much better job of explaining this, when you're working on ceramic, it's not necessary to use the primer, is it, Gene?
No, because the primer primarily, pun no intended, it's usually when you've got unfinished wood that needs to be sealed, otherwise it's just going to keep absorbing the lacquer, or any paint for that matter, or if it's a grainy surface, that primer is a sanding sealer, and what it does, it fills that grain, so when you sand it, it levels it, so you're going to get a much smoother finish, and you're eliminating most, if not all, the grain.
I just have to say something. Is he the cutest? When I watch him talk,
You're
and
partial.
yeah, he just said you're just partial. I am absolutely more in love with him today than I was 30 years ago. But I just love listening to him talk. He's so smart, and he's so analytical, and he'll really go into teaching it where I am more big picture strategist. We've maybe shared with y'all sometime in our marriage. I'm the wow and he's the how. So I dream and I come up with the stuff, but Gene is, he's my best friend, my soulmate, and my paint partner. So thank you for helping me with this, baby. All right, so let's get back to this. So enough gushy stuff. All right, so the lamp that we're working on, yes, we could do this, and it's saying they're having difficulty hearing you, Gene. So can y'all hear me okay? Let me know that you can hear me okay, and I want to turn this up. He's a soft talker. He's more soft-spoken, and I'm loud. So he'll talk a little louder. I want to make sure that that y'all can hear us. So can you paint ceramic pieces and lamps and things with one step? Absolutely. But that's not what we're going for today. This is a lamp from my bedroom upstairs that I am redoing the whole room into a taupe surface. Like taupes and creams. My pink lamps don't go anymore. So Gene's just thrilled that we've got another paint project and that we're doing it. But I'm not spending money on new lamps. Aren't you proud of me? All right, so Gene, on the chocolate mousse lacquer that we're going to be working with, about how many square feet will this do?
This will do approximately 18 to 20 square feet, one coat. Normally, it'll take at least 1 to 2 coats to be able to get the coverage that you're needing, because you don't want to spray it on so heavy that it begins to run and drip on your vertical surfaces. So you want to probably consider 2 coats to be able to do it, and we have had to do a 3rd coat, especially if we're doing a very light, such as a white lacquer on top of a dark surface. So plan on at least 2 coats.
Okay, people are saying they can hear you.
Yeah,
Shalom. Happy Friday. This is awesome. So thanks, y'all. Okay, so Gene, are we going to tape this off?
Well, it's not going to come off. It'll have to be taped. So should we take the? You want to take this off, or?
Yeah, you know what? I do want to paint this brown. I don't want that white. So you'll even notice how we even lacquered the pulls, and of course the finials. So we'll need to go on and tape off this area too. That's brass. Because I just want the brown lacquer on the body of it. Is that okay? So guys, okay, good deal. They can hear. And if you've got questions about lacquer, ask us. We're here. We'll answer it right now. Guys, I will tell you, happy Labor Day to everybody. We are excited about having a 3-day weekend, and resting and having some we're going to rest. We're going to have a Sabbath. We're going to have a 2-day Sabbath. We're going to rest. There's always stuff to do at a house, isn't there, guys? It's like there's always projects, but somehow projects, they're not as much work. Okay, so how about lacquer on a lamp shade? You want to answer that?
It depends on, there are several types of material for shades. One of them is a plastic material. That
would work.
Well.
Yes, you're right.
If it is a linen or some other type of fabric, what's going to happen? It's just going to absorb in the fabric.
Yes.
And you're not going to get the sheen, and that's where you're best to just do the one-step paint for that.
Yes, guys. So, where's our shade? What did I do with it? Okay, it's down here. Hold on. So this is the shade. This is a silk shade that came off of my lamp. I'm going to leave it this color because I think it'll be fine with the brown. But let's say you've got one that you don't like the color of it. You can thin down the one-step paint, and it goes beautifully over fabric. A lot of people don't believe that. They're like, let me just turn this around. I don't want you seeing all the lights and stuff as I tell you this. So if you're not part of our before and after group, please join it. It's just Amy Howard at Home Before and After. And it's self-managed in the fact that people in that group are so incredibly loving, and they have such a heart to teach and support you, and you have success with your projects. And they're not experts necessarily. Some of them might be, but they're just a few feet ahead of you. And so they love pouring into you, and they love making sure you're successful. And there's a gal, her name's Lisa Hanson. Believe it or not, she was my roommate in college. And we reconnected over Facebook, and she started using the project. She's a kindergarten teacher in Florida. And so she's probably not watching today, but she was so scared in doing a project. And what I found so rewarding this morning was the fact that now here she was sharing her projects, and she does a ton of pieces now in her room. She's painted a sofa. She's done a buffet, a lot of different pieces. And now she's turning around and helping and encouraging these other people that are in our group. So it doesn't cost anything. It's just a Facebook group. It's a closed Facebook group before and after. But you'll see where people have actually painted fabric, painted chairs, painted lampshades. And it can be done. You just need to make sure you thin down the paint, the one-step paint, about 15 to 20% when you're going to use it on a shade, and you do sand in between coats. But we're not going to talk about shades today. We're going to talk about lacquer. So I'm going to turn this around again. So now Jean's got, okay, do y'all hear our, that's Theo. That's our new mascot dog. Poor the girls have got him in there making sure he's not barking. So he's got it all taped off. We've got all that protected. Now we're ready. We're ready, Gino.
Okay, let me go through a few things first. As you saw, before I do anything, not knowing what was on this lamp before, whether it's got some type of polish, whether it's got anything on it, or it's been sitting around in a garage for many, many years. We want to use the clean slate to be able to remove any wax, grease, oil, grime. We want to get it to where it's in really clean and prepped position to be able to lacquer, so that we don't have a problem down the line with the lacquer cracking or peeling or popping off.
Can I just say something real quick? Because I know a lot of people in the before and after group, they'll talk about they use TSP or they use other cleaners. Tell them why the clean slate's different and why we developed it.
The clean slate is a refinisher's grade surface cleaner. And what that means is not only are we getting all the oils and waxes and grease and grime off, it's also removing any silicones as well. And much unlike paint thinner, mineral spirits, and other degreasers, they are a waxy petroleum base, so it's actually leaving a film that will prevent the adhesion. So over time, what will happen, it'll start, the lacquer of the paint will start lifting, cracking, and chipping and popping off. And so that's why we do this. And so I have gone through it and done that.
Do you see what I'm saying? He's brilliant. Guys, I'm going to brag on him. He studied aeronautic space. So when he's teaching you and he's really wanting you to understand the difference and why we developed the clean slate, you've got to make sure that and we did this out of people having problems of not getting all the wax and the things off. So
I think
you're hot, Jane. You're just so hot.
What
she's
trying to say is I'm a space cadet. So we have our clean slate. Then we've got painter's tape or masking tape. This is just newsprint. So this is giving us some protection.
Newspaper will be fine.
Yeah, newsprint. Well, the reason I don't like newspapers, I don't like all the ink all over my hands when I finish. So, but you can do that, or you use plastic, whatever, just to protect what you don't want to paint. And I see a spot already. And then, once we have that, the things that we're going to need, the things that we'll need besides tape and cotton rags, our clean slate, we also want to have some 320 or 400 grit sandpaper, because what that does, if we need to, now usually on the ceramic it is so smooth,
yeah,
we don't have to sand in between.
Yeah, I'm careful about telling them that, babe.
Well, I'm saying if we're doing on something besides ceramic, besides a slick surface,
like wood,
because what the sanding does is it's leveling. It is leveling the lacquer so that the next coat is even smoother. But when you're on a ceramic surface, that doesn't become an issue. If you have a run, we got an issue now. So if you do get a run, let it thoroughly dry, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and then lightly sand that run. So that way it smooths it out, and then you're ready to put that next coat on.
Okay.
So 320 or 400 grit sandpaper.
All right, so my color, woohoo, I'm so excited about this, is chocolate mousse because my new room is going to be browns. Leopard rug. And here's what's exciting too. Here's what's exciting. It was an estate sale. It was like borderline garage sale, estate sale, right?
Yeah, it was a pretty nice garage sale.
Yeah, it was like a garage sale. And that's where we got all the furniture for the room. So we're talking good. We're talking real good. That's why we want to rescue and restore this. We don't want you to get rid of what you've got. It's like keep it, repurpose it, move it in another room, make it into a different color, and you've got something totally different. All right, I'm going to be quiet.
Okay. Another thing, if you've got a lazy Susan, and I don't mean your spouse, I mean if you've got a lazy Susan.
Wouldn't that be a lazy Sam or a lazy? Most women, Jean, are doing.
I am being funny.
Yes.
I don't know why the light's on, so it's blinding me. But if you have an old lazy Susan, you can put paper over it and then set the lamp, because what would be great is to be able to turn this as you're.
That's a great idea.
When we're lacquering, we are going to go around, starting at the top, and this is when you're lacquering a vertical surface. You start at the top and you work your way down. And so IKEA
might have, guys, share on here, where could we get a very inexpensive lazy Susan?
Garage sales, estate sales.
Yeah, but sometimes those are hard to find. We need to find out, because I think they make plastic ones. I'm thinking nice wood ones.
Either way,
yeah.
If you put paper over it to protect it, then you can
use it for a lot of things. What a great idea. What a great idea. They want to see a full, okay, I'm going to, hold on. Just shake while you're shaking.
Yeah,
do your shake dance. I want to see you. I want to show y'all who's barking. He is so precious, and the girls, everybody here, absolutely love him. Look at this. So look at this. This is. You need to be a good boy and quit barking. So it's like. Okay. I'm just going to tell you, if you can't have fun at work, and if you can't have a work family, maybe you need to start a business and start one, because we love, this is our little work family. We love everybody here. They're awesome. Okay, some people are saying Goodwill, Walmart, and Home Goods. So, great idea. Great idea, guys. Amazon has Lazy Susans, too. Okay.
And remember, you can use that for certain purposes. Just put paper over it just to protect it so you don't get lacquer. Another thing is, when you do this, you need to do it in a well-ventilated area. This is a solvent base. Solvent base means you will get high if you don't have...
Careful, baby.
I'm just... there's no... there's spoiler alert.
So they need to wear a mask.
Yes, if you
wear a mask.
Wear a respirator, not a dust mask. You want a respirator if you can't be in a well-ventilated area.
So they can lacquer outside, and we like. But yes, I know.
Outside where there's wind is an enemy for this, because it will cause a lot of overspray, and you'll get a rough, flat surface. So you want to put up some kind of a barrier to protect it from the wind, so the wind's not blowing the lacquer away. Okay,
let's do this. Let's do this.
I'm going to be starting at the top, working way down.
Okay. Oh, don't get me!
You see, I'm making sure my coats are smooth.
I'm so excited. I love the chocolate. It's going to look so good.
You're gonna have to get
Sorry for the camera action, guys, but like... Okay, this is so funny. Gretchen says, don't all space cadets get high? Look at this already. Oh, guys, don't you love the chocolate? Isn't it fun? Love it. I'm so excited. I am so excited. Here's the thing, too, with the lacquer. This is not normal. This is not spray paint, guys. This is a nitrocellulose lacquer that really and truly, it has a high gloss finish. The colors are amazing. This is going to look so good in my room. And I love already, look, from pink, no pink, now brown. This gorgeous, gorgeous chocolate brown.
Also, you saw once you start, phone rings, you get a text, you cannot stop. You've got to complete it, because if this dries halfway and then you come back and you start again, what's going to happen, it's going to leave an overspray line where the start stops.
I did not know that.
Yes, so we have to take
Go
it
all the way down.
through. Yes.
Okay, so we're going to let this dry for how long?
You know, you want it to definitely dry to the touch, at least 30, 45 minutes, and then come back and we're ready for the second coat.
So you see how we've got our fan over here that was kind of blowing it away, so that way he was able to work with it. Now, guys, with the ceramic, we don't have to sand this, do we, Jean?
No, with the ceramic, see how smooth this is? We do not have to do any sanding with it. And the next coat will cause this to even be more gloss. It'll even be better.
And I'm going to tell you what I normally do. We did this today with the chocolate mousse, which chocolate is big. So we will have Belgian blue and white and black in what, a couple of weeks?
You know, we've had issues with our lacquer production because these cans are the same cans that they use for sanitizers, Lysol, and all of those disinfectants. And you can imagine COVID has caused these to run out. Very difficult to find, and so we are running about 6 weeks behind.
But they should be here, what, in about 2 weeks?
Well, we should have the White Perfection
Next week.
Next week.
Get it while you can.
And then we should have some other colors.
Belgian blue and black is coming back. Black is coming back because Amy bugged Jean to death. All right, so, but here's the deal, guys. So we did my lamp in chocolate mousse, but bright idea is like a finished top coat when you think about your nails and giving some extra protection.
Well, it's, you know, the only difference between these two is there's pigment in this. What this does, it gives you more depth. So when you finish, if you spray one coat of the clear over that, it will just give you more depth than if you didn't use it.
So you have it. You have it from my cutie patootie husband. That's the Lacquer King. And you want to try your hand at lacquer. We have green, we have blue and red. I love doing red lacquer picture frames and mirrors, and go to estate sales, guys, and get those colonial ugly mirrors that people don't like and lacquer them. They're so much fun. Eggplant, we have eggplant in stock, and eggplant is, and orchid, eggplant is one of the hottest colors on trend, and it would make a fabulous lamp. Fabulous decorative pieces. You can go and get food dogs and ceramic pieces or vases and lacquer them and add a pop of color in your house, and nothing's more fun. So, hey babe, thank you for helping us.
Thank you, guys.
Have a great Finish Friday, everybody. Happy lacquering. Happy Labor Day.